Assalamu alaikum everyone and welcome back to another video. My name is Subeda Zahid and I'm a 4th year psychology student at Zaudin. In this video we will discuss about Civil Hospital, how to apply for internship there, is it really an option for you or not, what to do, what not to do, what to expect during the internship, some mistakes that people make and my advice as well. So first we need to decide if Civil Hospital is really an option for you or not. So if you're in your 4th year or you have already read the DSM or you know the basic psychological disorders like anxiety, depression, conversion, bipolar, then Civil Hospital is a good option for you because you are interacting with real life patients, with doctors, psychologists, psychiatrists, and you're the one doing the administration, taking intakes of the patients. So it's not an observership, it's a one-on-one client internship. So next we need to know how to apply for internship there. You need to get your NOC, your non-objection certificate signed by the head of the department of university, and then you take that print to the admin office of Civil Hospital. I have a vlog on it as well on how to go to the admin office. It's like a tour, it will guide you because Civil Hospital is very big, so I have a video on how to get there. There they will look at your NOC, they will take it to the supervisor will meet you, they will ask you how many days a week you can come, how many months you need to complete, weeks or hours you need to complete, and then they will write it down. They will also assign you the date that you can start your internship. From there your NOC will go to the head of the department of psychiatry, the main psychiatrist that sits at the Civil Hospital. They will meet you as well. They will ask you a little bit of questions when you want to start and all that, and then you can get your NOC signed by them, and then you can come on the internship day. So what can you expect during the internship at Civil Hospital? You will be working under the supervision of a psychologist. They will assign you tasks accordingly. You will be responsible for taking the intakes of patients, for assessing them using tests like MMPI, HFD, BG, SIT, if needed, Hamilton for a depression or anxiety. And then you will be working with clients one-on-one. If you need to ask any questions, you can go ahead and ask your supervisors. Do not assume things on your own. Always ask them for any questions that you have. So your internship has started, and what do you expect on your first day? I have a little video on how my first day was and what to expect during the first day. But if we take it a little further, what you should do is that you should dress modestly because it's a government setting and all types of people come there. Other than that, you should be punctual because they do value punctuality, because you have to write your sign in and sign out. If you're coming to the internship on hours, your sign in and sign out should be on time. Otherwise, at the end of the internship, they're going to be fussy about not completing your hours even though your days were completed. Always carry a notebook and a pen. What I like to do is that I like to carry a DSM-5 with me because patients were coming in with all types of symptoms, and I always like to check with my DSM if the symptoms were meeting some kind of disorder or not. What you should not do is do not take photos of the patients. You should respect their privacy as well. Also, some patients I noticed were really skeptical about the confidentiality of the things that they were saying, so always respect that as well. Also, you should always ask your supervisor if you have any questions. Do not assume things on your own, and always ask them if you have any misunderstanding. So some common mistakes that I've seen people do is that they come unprepared. They do not have a pen or a pencil or a book. They do not have blank sheets, and they do not know about the basic psychological disorders like anxiety, depression, bipolar, and they are a bit lazy to work. So if you want to paint a good picture in front of the supervisor and you want to really achieve something out of the internship, I suggest that you be proactive and you should know what you want to achieve out of the internship. If you want to have mastery over your intake skills, over your assessment, you should proactively go to the supervisor, ask them if a patient comes who is eligible to do an HFD on or another assessment like intake or MMPI, please guide them towards me, and then they will assign you the task if a patient comes. So you should be proactive in that. So another thing that I've seen is that patients are roaming around in the hallway with the slip in their hands. So what you need to do is take this slip and take it to the supervisor. If the supervisor is not in their office at the moment, you guide them to sit and wait for them to come back, and then you take the patient to the supervisor. Even if another professional or any other person, even if an internee gives you a client to assess, do not take the client. Please do not take the client. Always take the clients from your own supervisor. They will give you the client and they will assign you the task on what to do. For example, if they give you the task to take an intake of the client, You take the intake paper back to the supervisor. You ask them, what do I need to do next? They will assign you another task. For example, they tell you to do BG. Then you do the BG test, and then you take the BG test again to the supervisor and ask them, what do I need to do next? So after the whole proceedings of the client, at the end, you guys will discuss the case. You guys will assign what to do next when they come next week, when the client comes next week, and that's how the process goes. Do not take on any other clients from any other people from other than your supervisor. Always consult your supervisor if you have any questions. I hope this helps you get started on your internship journey at Civil Hospital. If you want to know how to end the internship, you can watch my video in which I tell you how to process the application and what charges there are to apply for the certificate. Also, if you have any questions, you can let me know in the comment section below. Thank you.
I look at you and it's easy to see you are that someone I've been trying to meet.